I now have to clean up all with a clogged toilet and no plunger. Also, I'm pretty sure my roommate has awoken and knows exactly what's going on.
There's another person involved.
There's another.
If the noise didn't wake her, I'm sure the smell will. Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of The Green Room, episode 4, this time hosted by me, Seán Connolly. And today I'm joined by two wonderful guests, the brilliant Darren Lalor and Seamus Stackpoole.
Oh, wow.
Hi.
That's so nice. Brilliant.
Brilliant. Yeah.
The implication there was that I'm brilliant and also Seamus Stackpoole.
I would agree.
This is
Yeah.
the thing. Well, you guys couldn't see the commas that I had in my head, where
I see.
which would have said that you're both brilliant.
Okay,
Right.
right.
And I was gonna wonder, should I use any other adjectives to describe you? But let's go with brilliant.
Brilliant.
And as the podcast goes on, we can see if they match that, or if you guys are worse than I think.
Okay, right.
Oh.
That's
Seán Connolly
yeah.
bringing the combative energy from episode 4 straight
yeah.
off.
This is what happens when it's just guys.
Yeah.
It's like,
lads,
yeah.
lads, how are you getting on?
I'm all good, Sean. How are
Good.
you?
I'm good. I'm here in the yellow chair.
Yes.
Yes.
On the green room. You guys are here in the green chair in the green room. So, as much as I talk, really, the podcast is all about you.
I think it's about you as well. It's about Colin, it's about the channel. I think it's also about your fantastic taste in furniture.
Yeah,
'Cause, like,
right.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about this?
I was going to say, because like I saw this couch, so I recently bought a place and I've been kitting it out and furnishing it, and I realised I bought the same couch
Oh my God.
in a different colour, in like a rust orange. So my ass feels great right now because it's so used to this type of couch.
I cannot describe to you the excitement that was on Darren's face when he first came into this
It's
set.
my couch.
It was incredible. Well, yeah, sorry, we've actually just jumped the gun there. So normally what we do at this podcast is we start off with a segment called What's News With You, where we ask our guests, what's up with them, what's been happening in their lives. And obviously we started off strong there because we were talking about your couch.
Yeah,
Your new
Yeah,
couch.
my new couch. I never knew how much furniture cost until I had to buy it.
Oh,
You know, I took for granted all the couches I sat on before. I was like, yeah, it's fine. It's like, this cost €700. But yeah, my new couch is great. I feel like I've hijacked this already. I bought a couch that was too big, so it didn't fit into my apartment. So they had to take it back and give me a smaller one. But it meant that I was without a couch for a week. Because I
No.
had just given away the old one.
You were couchless.
I was couchless. I had to steal beanbags off my preteen cousins to sit on for a full week.
How many beanbags?
So it was one bean gaming chair.
Okay.
Because those are things.
Okay.
Call of Duty branded, of course, because youth. And then one beanbag. So the fact that I don't have any lasting back problems because I spent a week sitting on beanbags, I'm pretty proud of.
You became one with the bean.
I came one with the bean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's totally fair. I mean, look, your story is very similar to anyone I've heard who, has been, in the great position to be able to buy a house. They're like, right, got that sorted now. And then it's, all right, the furniture.
Oh, everything
All
else.
right,
Yeah.
filling the house.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's understandably the tough part.
Yeah. You mean it wasn't just a once-off payment? I've got to do this every month for the rest of my life?
Because you're saying you were like a week without a couch, but isn't the original couch, doesn't it take like 6 months to make a single couch?
So the funny thing, yeah, so basically I purchased a couch in December.
Uh-huh.
And they said, we're not going to have it until like March. I was like,
Yeah,
you know what,
yeah.
fair enough. The apartment came with a couch. I was like, yeah, I'll sit on that. It's fine. But if I had actually just gone with the couch that I have ended up getting originally,
Yes.
I would have had it straight away. I wouldn't have had to
Oh.
wait months for it. Yeah, it was a real kick in the balls when they show up and they can get it through the door. They just couldn't turn it to get it into the living room.
They couldn't pivot.
They couldn't pivot. And what really, really sucked was when the other guys came the following week with the new couch, one of them was like, yeah, I would have gotten that 3-seater. I was like,
I would have been able to maneuver my way through
exactly,
that.
yeah. Would have been able to pivot.
Seamus, is your news couch related, or if possible, more exciting?
Oh my God, did you get a chaise long?
Oh God, no! Do you think I'm that kind of fancy, bougie, chaise long? I'm from Limerick. We're not. I don't own any furniture that has a French name.
Okay.
I don't have divans. I don't have chaise long.
The Devans are a family from Limerick, aren't they?
They are. They're a famous crime family.
Yeah, I was trying to think of anything. All my head went to was like, I was trying to think of normal furniture names in French in a Limerick accent, and I don't have the French required to do that. But chaise longue, how's your chaise longue? So are we getting on your chaise long?
Because you're saying, like, I talk about French in an English accent. Whenever I was doing French in secondary school and I was asked to read out a passage in French, all my classmates would laugh. And I didn't understand for the longest time until somebody was like, Seamus, you're reading the French in your accent. So it's like, Je voudrais mes sentiments distinguer, s'il vous plaît. I was not altering. I was not meeting the French where they're at.
But when you're in school, to be fair, it's like you never want to stand out in any way, shape, or form because you'll get slagged for it. So I remember it in German class, like, yeah, you'd be reading out German, but you wouldn't put the accent on because everybody would, oh, Mr. German,
Yeah.
and one person did, and they sounded way more correct than everyone else. But just, memories of lads were like, oh, Egypt.
Oh, that's the great thing with secondary school, because you were never allowed to win. There is no correct way to do the thing. We torture each other. We make the hell ourselves.
Yeah, that's how men communicate.
Tangentially couch related, not my own couch, but I've moved into a new place for the first time in 13 years.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
You finally got evicted.
I did finally get evicted. Thanks to the new rule changes.
Oh, yeah.
In housing.
that's crazy though. So you've been in the same place for the past 13 years.
Past 13 years.
Wow.
I must say, my landlord was one of the good ones. I
Yeah.
said to him when I was leaving, if every landlord was like you, there wouldn't be a rent crisis. But I've moved into a new place. I'm renting again, but I'm living with like 3 new people. They're lovely. What's better than the 3 new people is the 2 cats that I'm living with. I am more of a dog person, but like these cats are fantastic cats.
Are the cats your landlord?
The cats are the landlord.
Can I ask you? No, you don't have to if you don't want to. But can you name the cats?
Yes, I can name the cats. The cats are Marlowe and Helen. And Marlowe, he will sit at the end of the couch and he will like deign to allow me to pet him. Helen will look at me, and then if I approach, Helen runs away.
That sounds exactly how I would expect both of those cats to react.
Yeah.
Based on their names.
Based on their names, yeah. Helen's a little skittish. Marlowe's like, yeah, I'm just going to go into your room while you're away, and I am going to lie on your pillow.
Yeah.
Not out of affection, but just because I can. Like, that's Marlowe's vibe.
Yeah. He's like, I'm Cat Seamus now.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
pretty much. He hasn't gotten into the whiskey yet, so he hasn't gone full cat Seamus.
Okay.
Right.
Fair.
But yeah, really digging my new place. It's right beside the River Liffey. Like the garden backs onto the River Liffey.
Nice.
We have a little raft attached at the bottom of the garden. Sunday night, me and my housemate, 2 of his friends, sitting on the raft, drinking beers, drifting down the river, paddling back up, living the absolute Huckleberry Finn
I was
life.
going to say, yeah. That's all I could. I was like, the more you talk, the more it sounded like, this lovely, fantastical, old-timey adventure that you now live in.
Seamus is living in the great American novel.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
in
It's
Dublin.
like I had a bunch of friends over from work and stuff like that for like a barbecue a couple of weekends ago. And the consensus that I got from my friends is, Seamus, I want you to die so that I can move in here instead of you.
Fair.
That's not how renting works.
That's not how
You don't get bequeathed your spot.
Well, you see,
But that's a reaction you want, right? You want your friends to wish death upon you
Yeah.
so that they may
Yeah.
take where you live because it's very nice.
Yeah.
exactly, because it's less about the renting. It's just more about my friends looking for any opportunity to bump me off
Yeah.
with like a like they'd say to the judge, and the judge would be like, well, yeah, valid.
Just to segue briefly, you mentioned earlier on about the cat not getting into your whiskey. Talking of whiskey, that leads us on nicely to our first segment.
Ooh.
Yes, that's right. Today, we're going to do something a little bit different with a segment called Shark Drank.
Fantastic. How long were you workshopping that one?
Oh, hours. I just sat in the corner going, oh, what could something to do with whiskey and this. I'll explain it. So, in Shark...
But
sorry,
before you,
Yeah.
just shut up a second.
That's fine.
I totally forgot a big thing.
Yes.
For me.
Yeah.
Is Whiskey Live.
Oh, yes.
Do we have time to go into
We
Whiskey
can
Live?
talk about Whiskey Live, absolutely.
Yeah, it's the most wonderful time of the year. It's Whiskey Christmas.
It's Christmas,
Yeah,
yes.
you've been at it, haven't you?
This will be my 3rd year.
What day are you going?
I'm going on the Saturday.
I'm going on Saturday. You going early or late?
Early, always
Oh,
early.
I'm going early because it leaves you time for drinking afterwards.
Exactly.
You've been to Whiskey Live.
I have. I'm not going this year, guys.
Are you
it's
not?
fine. No, it's fine.
Oh, there's so much networking.
I'll
you
be
can
out
do.
of the country, but
Okay,
but,
that's totally fair.
But yeah, can't confirm Whiskey Live. All of us have been there before. It's basically a whiskey convention in
Yes.
Dublin, and times are had. Times are fun
Yes.
and times are had.
I worked at it for a couple of years because the company that I worked for organized it. So like every, May or June in kind of the RDS, which is like the big convention center, it's basically about 100 stands of just brands and distilleries and all this. and you pay your entry fee, which is I think €45.
Yeah.
It's like 3.5 to 4 hours, and under that entry fee, you get to go in and try whatever the hell you want. So it's so good. You do have to pay yourself. Like people can go at it, I think, a little bit too hard. And
Well, also because you're not going in at like, a music festival where you've bought 24 cans of beer and you're like, I'm going to get wrecked. You actually are going in and be like, oh, look at all these nice varieties of whiskeys that I'd actually like to try and taste.
But like
and taste.
Yeah.
But, and on the tasting, because it is technically, I suppose, an industry trade show. So there are stands there that are not actually serving drink. No one goes to them. It's like,
No.
Oh, we have glassware. It's like, we don't care. Is there something in the glass? Then no. No, thank you. It's great. I love Whiskey Live. It's so you have to have a huge greasy double cheeseburger before you go, and then you have to have a huge greasy double cheeseburger after you leave, and it's
any reason to have a huge greasy double cheeseburger is welcome. I think that in any walk of life. But before we move on, we're just going to take a little break. We'll be right back after this. You say that you love Whiskey Live. I think it's also fair to say that you and yourself, Seamus, and me, very much me, we all love whiskey.
We do.
Yes.
We do. The juice of the barley.
Whiskey is good. Whiskey is fun. The water of life, as it's known in Irish, Ishka Baha. Yes,
Ishka
and that's
Baha,
where the word comes from. So what we have done today is we've put together a little bit of a whiskey-themed episode in honor of that. And our first segment, guys, it's something a little bit different, and it's called Shark Drank.
Shark Drank.
I can't believe I forgot that in my lead up to talking about it.
And I love that we set it up as like, how long did you workshop that? A couple of hours, and then gone.
I literally was like, oh, here's the perfect lead in, and I could see it in your eyes as well. I'm gonna have to fucking look. I'm gonna have to look at the stupid card.
That's so good, though.
Yeah,
that made it so much better.
Authentic comedy here on the Green Room.
Do you know what? I feel like we've just seen a YouTube short be birthed in real time.
Follow us on TikTok, Reels, Instagram. Go. Guys, what do you think Shark Drank, this segment of ours, is going to be about?
I think
we're going to be shown photos of different sharks.
Yep.
And we're going to have to guess, and I'm 100% certain this is exactly what it is. We have to guess what whiskey that shark drank.
Yes, we're drunk sharks.
Close. It's whether I personally have drank with that shark in the past. That's the format. Okay, now I'm going to actually explain to the audience what Shark Drank is.
Yes.
So,
sorry, I know you started explaining what this is like 10 minutes ago.
Hey, look, we're a podcast.
They're podcast, baby.
Podcast. It's a podcast. Right. Okay, Shark Drank. This is what it's about. It's a little game where we have two people. We have our contestant in Shark Drank, which is Seamus.
No pressure.
There.
Pause for applause for Seamus. There we go.
Pause for longer. There's going to be more applause.
And then we have our drunk shark, which is Darren.
I'm nowhere near drunk enough for this.
No.
And what Seamus is going to have to do for 3 rounds, we're going to give Seamus a bottle of whiskey, and then that's it. He's gone.
There's a puff of smoke in the shape of Seamus.
It's just bears. We're going to give Seamus a bottle of whiskey, and he has 60 seconds to try and sell this whiskey to Darren using all of his, marketing wiles and improv skills, and then afterwards Darren's going to tell him whether he did well or not, and judge his whiskey pitching ability, and maybe inform us, the listeners and the watchers, about this whiskey.
Fantastic.
And we don't know.
I hope they're whiskeys I've never seen before, because then I can bullshit right back at you.
Oh
yeah.
Well, then you could bullshit your critique as well.
I could actually. Nobody will know.
Yes.
So Seamus, are you good at pitching things? Is that something you do in your day job?
You a catcher or a pitcher?
Well, I'm a catcher in my job, but I'm a pitcher in general because I will pitch bullshit to people.
Nice. Very good.
Because I'll catch a problem and then I have to pitch them the solution.
Nice.
And they don't like the solution. So
you pitched it.
But I've pitched it.
And that's what you're here to do.
And I've wrapped it in sugar and shoved it down their throats.
And that's what we want from today. So
don't shove anything down my throat.
The whiskey? You don't want the whiskey shoved down your throat?
As long as it's not still in the bottle.
So guys, are you ready to play Shark Drank?
Yes.
There's so many cameras, I don't know which one to point.
Are you ready for your first whiskey?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, Darren, if you could pass that over to Seamus there.
Oh, well, there we go.
Okay.
Seamus, your first whiskey is Redbreast 12. Now, do you need a little bit of a few moments to kind of... You won't be able to read off the box.
Yeah.
Okay. Seamus can't read.
No, I just go by vibes.
So, Seamus, are you ready? I will tell you when to start.
1 second. I might vary my pitch style for the 3 different whiskies.
That's totally fair.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Who is giving me the money to buy these at the end?
I believe it's out of your own pocket.
Oh, okay, perfect. I'm at a
Yeah.
loss for this one then.
Yeah.
I'm really taking one for the team on this.
So, Seamus, I'm going to count you down from 3, and then you have 60 seconds, and I will cut you off. You ready?
Fantastic. Yes.
Okay. Seamus, pitch Darren Redbreast 12 in 3, 2, 1, go.
Darren, have you ever seen a whiskey such as this? Redbreast 12. So called because there's only 12 bottles of this whiskey in the world. Now, as you know, being a bit of a whiskey connoisseur yourself, the normal ingredients of whiskey are things like corn, or malt, or barley, or grain. But as the name suggests, Redbreast 12 is the only whiskey distilled entirely from robin redbreasts. Some say it's cruel, some say it's horrible, but it's a delicacy like that little bird ortolan that is consumed with a towel over your head to conceal you from the eyes and judgment of God. And this whiskey, you have to put a whole tablecloth over your head to conceal yourself from God. God would not wrought such a thing upon man as man has wrought upon himself. These 12 red-breasted robins have sacrificed their lifeblood for you. Will you drink it? Will you invest 1 million for 5%?
And that's 60 seconds on the dot. Well done, Seamus.
You've got some sort of great internal clock. That's
Actually, that was incredible.
That was really good. What do they call it? Like a metro something?
Metronomy?
Metro station?
Metro station.
Metro
Metrosexual.
station.
Yeah.
Shake, shake,
Yeah.
shake, shake, shake it.
Darren, as our resident drunk shark,
Yes.
how do you feel Seamus did with the Redbreast 12?
Do you know what? I'm inclined to believe him because, first of all, on the pitch, the accent varied. It started out a little bit Matt Berry.
Uh-huh.
It went a little bit David Bowie.
Yes.
There was a big portion in there where we were David Attenborough.
It was.
So Matthew Bow Attenborough, really, really great. Do you know what? I think if you were looking at a bottle of Redbreast 12 for the first time, nothing that you said would come off as necessarily untrue.
Yes.
Yeah, of course there's only 12 of them in the world. It says 12, unless you look at the part that says age 12 years. Or it's made of Redbreast, unless you look at the part that says single pot still Irish whiskey. You know, so the confidence that you went in with, unfounded as it was,
Yes.
was terrific. But like I feel like pitching me Redbreast 12 is very difficult because I think I've gone on record as saying like this is the whiskey that got me into whiskey.
Yeah.
This is, you know, I didn't pop my cherry with it, but this is the first time we finished.
Sorry, I was just gonna say I'd agree because I didn't have that for many years. You know, I was drinking whiskey for a while before I had it.
Yeah.
But I remember it being one of the first like higher end whiskeys I had. And the sweetness and the ease of drinking it, I was like, oh yeah, that's a good whiskey.
That's a good whiskey.
That's a good whiskey.
It is.
It is one of my favorite things. Even before I got into whiskey, finding out about Redbreast was that, you know, the Long Haul,
Yes.
famous Irish pub. I'm sure like people watching from all over the world have probably heard of the Long Haul.
I have describe it to me, please.
The Long Haul is a pub on at the end of Georgia Street, Ainger Street. One of those, I think it's all like Victorian pubs. It's real narrow, and that's why it's called the Long Haul. Just got that. Wow. Words mean something. But apparently, the thing was that anytime Bruce Springsteen and the E Street band would come to Dublin, they go to the Long Haul afterwards, but they have bottles of Redbreast behind the bar specifically only for Bruce Springsteen.
Amazing.
That like only him and his compatriots and, you know, his Max Weinbergs and all that can go in and drink from. And I think if you go in, you'll see them behind the bar, and it's like for Bruce Springsteen.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, like Redbreast, like you know Redbreast as well.
Yes.
Yeah. I do like the idea of eating it or drinking it under a tablecloth. The ortolan thing was great.
Thank you. Because it's like I was freestyling there. I was freewheeling, and I'm like, it's a bird. It's made out of a bird. What's another bird that you shouldn't consume? The ortolan. No, it was very fun reading your eyes as I was going through the pitch, because you're like, I've actually heard people say like this before, you know?
I love, there's something great, and particularly when you are, and I've probably done it myself, when it applies to lots of things, but like with drinks and whiskey and all that, the level of confidence people can speak with without anything to back it up is great.
Yes.
That's branding though, that's marketing.
That is branding, that is marketing. That's like, I remember reading this book back in college. It was years ago. I can't remember the name. It might have been called Six or something like that. But this guy pitches a new product, Coke, and it was essentially called Fuck. And it was like a black can. And this is just before Coke Zero came out. And it's all about like, this the Coke that's cool. There was nothing different about it except it was in a black can. And that's pretty much what they did when they came out with like Coke Zero originally. It was like, this is essentially replacing the silver of the Diet Coke with black so that men will drink Diet Coke.
Yeah.
And that was the pitch. And Coke went for it and it worked on us. It worked on us because we are simple. We are simple creatures.
That's like we have our Duff Dry, and Duff Light, and then it's the same. The three going through one.
Yeah.
So that's it for our first drink in this game of Shark Drank.
You lost it again.
I can't
This
believe
is so good.
This is such a hard title for me to remember. It's such a simple pun.
Do you want to say Shark Tank every single time?
I want to say Drunk Tank.
Okay.
Drunk
I
Tank.
think. Yeah. Also, sorry, just to clarify, this is not sponsored in any way by any of the whiskies we have here. It's simply the fact that we have so much whiskey in the Try offices that I think we just have so much to choose from in a game like this that we have all the brands. So just to clarify, not sponsored. We just like whiskey.
Yeah, we're just drunks.
But I think we do need to clarify more because you're saying it's because of the Try offices. I think we need to say to our international listeners and watchers, just any couch or armchair in Ireland, you put your arm down by the side, you are going to pick up a bottle of whiskey.
He is correct. Yeah. No, that's. I mean, look, that's the country we live in, and we're proud of it.
Yeah,
We are.
Yeah.
it's the stereotype we live up to.
Yeah. When people think of America and they hear like the eagle cry, and they think of Ireland, just hear the glug, 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 glug. We're doing great things for the national stereotype here.
Such great things.
Right, are we ready for the next round?
Yes, let's do it.
Absolutely.
Okay. So for round 2 of Shark Drank, we have a lovely Johnny Walker Green Label, aged 15 years. Seamus, are you ready to pitch?
Yes.
Okay. Pitch in 3, 2, 1.
Go. Even his hair is different for this one.
Darren, I know you're a whiskey expert. I know you know your whiskey. I'm not going to bullshit you about whiskey and say this is some kind of whiskey that's going to tickle your balls and slap you on the back of the head and call you a good boy, okay? It's not that kind of a whiskey. This is Green Label. This is grown in the valleys and the hillsides and the undersides of Scotland, the highlands and lowlands. They take their inspiration from the cry of the selkie and the squelch of the haggis. They look out upon the heather and they see the deer, they see the stag, they see the monarch of the glen, and they see it crying. And you know what they do? They go up to the monarch of the glen and they put a little whiskey glass under his tear-filled eyes and they drain it off. And they use that with the malt and the grain on the soft fields of Scotland, up there where everything is so soft and nothing is deep fried. And this is what goes in to the Green Label. There is red, there's blue, there's black, but there's only one green, Darren, and it's for you.
Time. Well, 5 seconds over time, but I wanted to let you finish that glorious outro.
Thank you.
Okay, I know you said this isn't a sponsored video. I think this video just got sponsored by Scotland.
When you were talking, I could just hear like bagpipes in the background.
Yeah, it's like, can we like superimpose like the Scottish flag behind?
Yeah. Braveheart theme or something.
Yeah, that was real. That started out great because like that started out with the whole, the sales tactic of I'm not trying to sell you something, but then you end up selling them something. There's actually, the weird thing is you kind of covered some actual facts in what you were talking about. The fact like it's not just the Highlands or the Lowlands and all that. Because like Johnny Walker is like, it's a blend.
Yes.
So it's owned by Diageo, which are like the biggest drinks conglomerate in the world, under Guinness and all that, And they own like not the majority, but like such a significant amount of the Scottish whiskey industry and the distilleries. Yeah. So like they have distilleries in the Highlands and the Lowlands and Ireland, this, that and the other, that they draw whiskey from. Mm-hmm. And if you've ever done the Johnny Walker experience in Edinburgh, you should, because it's actually really good. Yeah. Like they go through, here's what the whiskey we get from Kalila is like, and here's I think it's Cardew and all these. And so when you said like it's from all over, I was like, wow, we actually nailed that. Yeah. That's,
I mean, I was drawn in. There was a lot of stuff there I wanted to ask you at the end. Like, what's the thing with the tears? What was
so you're saying basically what he's saying is Johnny Walker's bodily fluids.
Sorry, not Johnny Walker's bodily fluids. So there's a famous painting of a deer in Scotland, like of a stag, a red deer, and it's called Monarch of the Glen, and it's like the most famous painting in Scotland. If you ever go to the art gallery in Edinburgh, it's right there. And
is there any connection? There's a brand called Glenfiddich. Glenfiddich, is it?
Yes.
Darren? And there's a
Yeah.
deer. They have a deer kind of logo.
Yeah.
I think I think that might be the same silhouette.
Fair.
I think they're
Yeah.
using that as their monogram.
Mhm.
So I was thinking Scotland. I had mentioned the header. I'm thinking of the deer, and then I'm thinking, what'd be the best water to use for the distillation of whiskey? The tears of the monarch of the Glen.
There you go.
You know?
Yeah. I love when you say something is the most famous painting in Scotland. It's like saying this is the most famous lake in the Sahara. Yeah, it's like that's not what Scotland's known for.
So Darren, round 2 of Shark Drank, nailed it. Did you feel yourself significantly or sufficiently sold on Johnny Walker
I
Green?
think, yeah, like the way you waxed lyrical about. I'm going to be honest. It's not so much. I want to go to Scotland. Can we go to Scotland right now?
Cut to us going to Scotland.
This just became a travel vlog.
Guys, we're ready for the final round of
Yes.
Shark Drank.
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Seamus, for your final round of Shark Drank, you have to pitch, and it's going to be difficult. Teeling whiskey, 30-year-old, 24. Never mind, I mixed up my.
You can't just help but get things wrong.
I am fucking things up right, left, and center. I
left,
couldn't
right,
even
and
say.
centre.
Oh my god! Content. Seamus, you're going to have to pitch 24-year-old Teeling whiskey. Do you think you're up to it?
We am.
Oh, no.
Well, here we go.
Oh,
I'm-
God.
I'm already very ready. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to count you in. 3, 2, 1, a go.
Darren, you think this looks like a book. It's no book. It's Teeling whiskey, Dublin whiskey, heart of Dublin, in the Liberties. And you know me, Shamo, the Dublin man, the most Dublin fella you ever met. And you know what's more Dublin than I am? What? Than I am? Teeling 24-year-old whiskey. This has been in the barrel, maturing.
Scottish.
Since before the Iraq War.
Which one? There's been a few.
Don't be back talking me now, Darren. I'm talking about the Teelings, and it comes from the Liberties. You know, proper Dublin, up the flats. Yeah, you know. Because people say, you know, Shamo, you sound like you're from the countryside and you're doing a very bad Dublin accent. And I say, no, this is a perfect Dublin accent. Why are you getting hung up on the accent, not talking about the whiskey? Because this whiskey can speak for itself.
Time. I'm going to cut you off there. Thank you, Seamus. That was one of the most incredible things I've ever seen and heard.
Thank you.
Darren, straight to you.
I really appreciate that you put such a big focus on its Dublin whiskey,
Yes.
Dublin brand.
Yes.
And it's so funny because this was made in Louth.
Oh my God.
Because Teeling ain't been in Dublin for 24 years.
I was literally thinking
Yeah.
that as I was saying it, because like one of my good friends works for the Teelings distillery.
Yep.
Nice.
And I know that like Jack Teeling, he's a great entrepreneur and everything like that, but he wasn't doing this 24 years ago. So this is somebody else's whiskey that's had it.
So here's a little insider tip. If you want to have a successful brand in the Irish whiskey industry, there's 2 things that you need: determination and the 70 million euros that your dad got for selling his distillery up in Louth. They're the only 2. You got those 2 things.
I mean, those are
sorted.
Those are 2 very achievable, you know.
Oh yeah,
From the ground, grassroots.
Yeah.
You know,
underdog story.
really just just put the work in, and you'll get there. You know, because we all have access to those 2 things.
We do.
This is true.
But with the Teelings, like, because basically they got the whiskey from their dad's distillery, by and large, it means that they have a chance to, like, okay, yeah, it's not made in Dublin, but it's family whiskey.
Yes, and I suppose they have the lineage because they can
Yeah,
stand
yeah.
over it. They can stand over the quality control because it's kind of from father to son. It's not as if they're buying it carte blanche off of the
No. That having been said, I think some Teeling whiskey, I think, was sourced from Bushmills as well, if I remember.
Okay.
But I can't remember if any of it is in this. But, it's one of those, like, they could have stuff out. Now they're actually, I think they just turned 11 years old. So, we're nearly there.
We're really getting to the heart of, the whiskey Ireland gossip here with
Yeah.
you here today, Darren. So, just to round off Shark Drank, Darren, do you think Seamus successfully sold you on the Teeling single malt 24 years old?
I think so. And I think you met me where I was,
Yes.
which is Dublin scum.
yeah.
Trash from the flats, scum from the mun, that type of thing.
This is how I describe you to new people.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, he's terrible.
I will also say, I think accent work, I think as well, maybe we're too hard on English people who try to do Irish accents. Maybe it is hard. Maybe.
Wow, Sean.
Yeah.
Wow. I have been roasted by professional comedians, but that cutting me down at the knees, being like, you did such a bad Dublin accent. I now forgive the English for every time they have butchered our accent.
Seamus, it's just because I love you as you're a Limerick monster man.
We're fellow cultures,
exactly,
and you do understand. I don't want to do a good Dublin accent.
No, of course, no.
There's no such thing as a good Dublin accent.
How dare you?
Okay, there's a good Dublin accent.
I'm staying out of this as someone who is from Dublin originally, one of the poshest parts of Dublin.
Yeah.
I can say nothing.
But so here's the actually, I don't think I have a strong Dublin accent. It's actually at the stage. So like y'all know my partner Megan, she's from America, and I've been out with her family many times. And there was a time last year where we were all I got invited out, and there was a big crew of them all from from the US. And I was at a bar with one of her uncles, and he was ordering around, and there was an Irish couple next to us. And she said, "Oh, like how long are you guys in town for?" I was like, "Yeah, they're in town for a couple of days." So they were like, "And you?" I was like, "I'm from here. I'm from Dublin." They're like, "No, you're not." I was like, "I'm from here."
What?
Yeah, so I don't know if it's just like context, like, oh, he is with a lot of Americans, he has to be American.
Yeah.
Or I think I have that weird, like, mid-Atlantic, just...
Yeah, talking like this, see?
Talking like this, yeah.
Hey, how you get on? My name is Darren Lalor, see?
Look at my gams!
Yeah. Guys, so I just want to say thank you very much for taking part in Shark Drank.
Thank you. You said we can keep this?
No, I'm actually going to have to take that one back,
Oh.
unfortunately. Yeah, so if
Okay.
you just slowly hand it
Wait,
over to me.
just the box.
I'd like the bottle as well. if
But you
that's-
won't
Just the
take-
box in the bottle, not the liquid inside of it.
He's taking that away so we can get two
More
more.
to... Yeah, because
one
there is a
each.
30-year-old, and then there's a 40, and...
I'm going to use those to hydrate now over the rest of the episode. So,
Yeah.
It's a
plugging
great-
away.
Great podcast where the triers come on and don't try anything, and then Sean and Colin just eat and drink during the entire thing.
Well, actually, what I'll say is before we do that, we're going to just cut to an ad break.
Oh,
And of course, when we cut back, I'll be comatose in the chair. So I'm just going to rely on you guys to carry on the episode, if that's okay. Be right back with some more whiskey business. But first, take a look at these messages. Hello and welcome back to episode 4 of The Green Room. Lads, did you have a nice little break?
I
Yeah,
did.
nice little
Yeah.
break.
Can this title of the episode be episode 4, a new drink?
Oh,
Very good.
Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you.
Lads,
yes.
are you ready for our next segment, which is a recurring segment here on The Green Room? That is Reddit stories.
Ooh, we've done some Reddit stories before,
We did. We
Yeah.
did on the channel. Yes.
so we're good at this.
We are. We're excellent at this.
So what we're going to do today is we have a selection of stories from different subreddits, not just I Am the Asshole. There's a few others there as well.
Did you say I am the asshole?
I Am the Asshole?
A little Freudian slip there from Sean.
My favorite subreddit, I Am the Asshole.
It's just people gloating about how
It's
bad
people-
they are.
Isn't that-
Here's some bad things I did. I am the asshole.
Isn't that Dennis Leary subreddit?
Hey, Dennis Leary catching strays here on the Green Room.
He is a national treasure. Leave him alone.
It's his own song. Come on. now.
Okay, yeah.
So, guys, you ready to dive in?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want you
Let's
to
dive into some assholes.
I want you to let me know what you think.
Lube me up, Sean.
Jump in. Wow, let's go.
Yeah.
Whiskey lube.
That's what the whiskey's for. So, our first story is from the subreddit Malicious Compliance.
I love malicious compliance. Malicious compliance is great. Just, malicious compliance.
I know the concept. I don't know the Reddit.
Okay,
'Cause
yeah.
I've been.
I was talking about the concept.
Oh
Yeah.
yes. Oh no, I love the concept.
So, what's the idea is in your
So,
words?
like, I think it's like, so if your boss or someone says, you have to do things this way, and you do things exactly the way that they tell you to, and things go tits up, that's malicious compliance. It's like,
And you know they're going to go tits
you
up.
know they're going to go tits
So you're
up.
like, right, you've told me. I'm going to do it. Well, here's our first story from Malicious Compliance. So, you want a shot of whiskey?
Oh yeah.
Yes, we do. Thank you.
There we go. Well, that's it.
Yeah.
That's the story. Way back in the mid-70s, I worked a college job as a bartender for big events. We have 3 bars set up for about 200 guests. With this many guests, we always broke the dishwasher and converted to plastic as the dishwasher would not keep up. Up front, I will say that shots do look small in plastic cups.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. We pour it in. Doesn't look as big.
Yeah.
Fair.
It's broad.
So much of drinking is just perception, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
different glasses, different sizes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. A young man approaches and asks for a shot of whiskey. Straight up. No problem. Plastic glass in the bar. Pour the whiskey and ask for $1.25. As I mentioned way back.
Oh, God, I miss the 70s.
Oof.
Just the concept of paying €1 for us for a shot
Yeah.
would be It's college times.
Yeah.
He looked at the glass and then at me, and then as loud as he could without screaming said, "When I ask for a shot of whiskey, I want a shot of whiskey."
Okay.
Heads turned, apparently.
Okay.
Now, we free poured our drinks and, well, the customer got a good pour. However, based on his demeanour, I was a little pissed off.
As you should be.
Yeah.
I feel like the one rule that I think everybody should abide by is you always just be nice to people in service.
Always.
Yeah.
They could be
Always.
having a bad night, you know,
Yeah.
like it's, you know, okay, like some person might genuinely be a dickhead, but like you don't treat someone like dirt.
It's a real sign of a person's character. if you
Yeah,
don't
and
treat
like
them
that's
well.
it. I think it's like more like I've never worked in service, but I've worked in like hospitality. So like once you've been on that side of the line,
Yeah.
you're like, oh yeah,
I'm not in favor of like national service, but I am in favor of like everybody has to spend 6 months in either retail or customer service.
I've heard this before, and it yes, absolutely. So I said, all right, reach behind me and retrieved a shot glass. I filled that up to the line from the already poured whiskey in the plastic glass, dumped the same amount in the sink again from the plastic glass, then poured the shot back into his plastic glass and asked again for $1.25. Strangely, I got no tip, but he was quiet for the rest of the evening. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Because when I read this at first, I couldn't quite figure out exactly what he did. So the initial pour in the plastic glass was like quite big.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the guy saw it and was like, I asked for a shot. So he takes out the shot glass, pours what's already in the plastic glass into the shot glass. And then there's obviously loads left. And he's like, you only wanted just a single shot? Dumps it in the sink and then takes the shot glass and refills, which I think is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
I would love if he just drank the remainder. He or she just drank
Yes.
the remainder of what was in the glass.
Yeah.
That would have been real, just big dick, I'm out, bitches,
Yeah.
energy. It's the entitlement. It would have been great if the guy tipped at the end. That's
It would have been, but he sounds like the type to begin with who isn't going to swallow his pride after he's proven wrong. Because the real way to be the bigger person is being the pettier person, and the pettier person conceals their pettiness.
yes.
I would have tipped, but I also wouldn't have made the same fuck up in the first place.
Oh, do you know what it is? It's not that you don't tip, is like you tip 5%.
Oh,
Yes. Yeah. Just be a real wanker about
I
it.
have been told that I have been accidentally under tipping in America and that like Megan had to leave money on the table after I left. And I was doing 15%. She said, oh, did you not like the service? I was like, ooh.
Yeah. It's like minimum 20 or something like
So
that. Like, yeah, it's crazy.
She could have told me like after the first time instead of just letting me keep doing it.
yeah.
That Irish Darren guy, he's a bit
Yeah.
of a Scrooge. Yeah, this is very funny. I think this is like also that's what you get for being that much of an arse
Yes.
immediately
Yeah.
on a bartender pouring you a drink. Like
That and Joe as well. Like, would things have been different if somebody came up and said, "Hey, I don't think this is the correct amount." Like,
Yeah.
if you approach things with grace and humility, which you know we should all have a little bit more of.
Yeah.
This just took on a little bit of a Christian theme to this podcast.
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
everything can be worked out, everything can be understandable. It was like I asked for
100%, because like your guy came on strong. He didn't ask us like, oh, is this a full measure of whiskey? Because obviously it's a broad bottom.
Mhm.
That's how volume works.
Yeah.
Volume is strange. I don't quite understand it.
It's magic.
It is kind of magic.
Yeah.
I don't understand volume and mass and measurements and those.
Yeah. Look,
But
this is
in
where
my
we find
job-
out Seamus is a pagan.
Oh no, I'm a quantity surveyor.
Oh yes.
There's such a way, like you said, you could approach it. And I do love the fact that the person was so cool, calm and collected. They showed not only was there a shot in it, there was a shot and more. If the person kept their mouth shut, they would have gotten so much whiskey. They would have been getting a double.
Yeah, because I think that happens a lot in American bars. Like they really
Yeah.
do free pour. They're
Yeah.
like work away. So yeah, I think we're all in the same agreement there that
Yeah.
that person who was an arse, and the bartender was correct.
Absolutely.
Bartender was class.
Letter of the law.
On to our next story.
Please.
So this is from Relationship Advice. My 23 male girlfriend, 22 female, wants to buy her friend's ex-boyfriend a bottle of whiskey because she broke up with him and he bought them dinner once.
Wait, his girlfriend wants to buy her friend's ex-boyfriend.
A bottle of whiskey because she broke up with him. I feel weird about this. She says she feels bad because her friend used him. Apparently she was a gold digger. And now that they broke up, she said she wanted to drop into his work and give him a nice bottle of whiskey. She met him the one time that she had dinner together. Should this feel off to me? She says how bad she feels because he's such a nice guy and her friend used him. But when I asked if the whiskey was for that or the dinner. Sorry, I read these sometimes and I will say I should probably dive in and maybe like spruce up the the grammar and
Yeah.
the comments and
Oh,
everything.
you've just
because
taken it like for like, have you?
Yeah, pretty much. And it's there's a lot of run-on sentences.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna try
Gotta
this again.
embellish. Gotta, yeah.
She says how bad she feels because he's such a nice guy and her friend used him. But when I asked if the whiskey was for that or the dinner, she said it was for the dinner because he spent over $80 on her and her friend. I'm currently a broke student working a part-time job to get me through college, and she knows this. This guy she wants to buy the whiskey for is quite well off. I almost always pay for her. I spent over $90 on our last date and more when we went to a concert together the other day. I'm not expecting her to get me a bottle of whiskey for that, but when she decides she wants to do that for her friend's ex-boyfriend because he spent money on her and not me, it just seems weird. TLDR, girlfriend wants to buy her friend's ex, they just broke up, a nice bottle of whiskey because he bought them dinner once. She met him that one time. I buy her dinner every time we go out, but she wants to show appreciation to this random guy.
I think if either of our girlfriends, you have a girlfriend, right?
No.
Oh, do you not?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Since when?
Oh, since a long time.
Ah, right.
I like having the assumption I have a girlfriend because then I have to don't have to deal with shit.
Seamus a wife guy.
You are a wife guy.
Yeah,
There you go.
there we go.
Yeah.
The cats are my wife.
Yeah. So yeah. Like I forget the point I was going to make there because I was just so flabbergasted that. Yeah, you're flying. Sorry, what was I going to say?
Maybe going to be a point about like we wouldn't be phased or something like that.
Or I think it's like, you know, if we got bought bottles of whiskey for every time we bought our partner's dinner,
Oh yeah.
we'd be dead.
Yes.
I'm very much a, you know, you split the loads, you go Dutch every now and again, or you know they get one, you get the other.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. But I mean, it's I guess less about, you know, in the relationship
Yeah.
spending on each other because everyone figures that out themselves and
yeah,
figures out how best. But it's the wanting to buy her friend's ex
Yeah.
a bottle of whiskey specifically because one time that
Yeah.
doesn't feel like a real reason
that
to me.
feels like send a nice text.
Yeah, that feels like she just wants to buy this guy whiskey because it just sounds like she fancies him.
It does.
It does, and that's in the subtext because he's
Yeah.
not specifically calling that out.
No.
But he's
Yeah, and
typing with gritted teeth. It's like, I'm not
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
I think it's like one of those because I think the content of it is it's the cost. It's the I'm broke. I don't. This is not maybe an expense that I would be able to do, and maybe her supporting me a little bit more about that. But yeah, I think he's probably hoping that people in the comments are like, well, you know what she's really doing? She wants that dick,
Yeah, that whiskey dick.
that whiskey dick. Well, we've all been there. There's pills for that now.
Oh God, it's an all-male podcast. We are
no.
doing those podcasts. Oh dear. Oh,
But
dear.
I think even if you're taking the most flat and generous interpretation that this is just a woman who is feeling very, very generous. If I were on the receiving end of that, like let's say my ex broke up with me and then like 2 weeks later her friend is like, you bought me that dinner one time and I met you that one time and I've got you this whiskey. I'd be like, well, I really do want to drink this whiskey, but the way I've received it is very weird and very strange, and this is overly friendly and this is overly kind.
And I think the big part of it as well is that you met once.
Once.
Even if the entire situation of, breakup, friend, all that kind of stuff, if you met someone once and then still did this, that's a weird thing.
Yeah.
So
I didn't even think how it would be perceived from the girlfriend's ex's
Yeah.
perspective.
Yeah.
Like, unless again, they're gonna bang. If just somebody showed up after one meeting, it'd be awkward as shit.
a wild decision, a wild choice. I would not be surprised if that relationship no longer exists.
Oh, how long ago was the thread?
Oh, like some of these are between like 5, 6, 8 years old.
okay, right.
Okay.
I hope they're happily married now.
So
Yeah.
good broad rage. Yes, the whiskey receiver is now married
Yeah.
to the poster's ex-girlfriend now.
I mean, look, I think just to close off that story, as long as someone got a nice bottle of whiskey.
That is true. That's
I do
that's the
think so.
main thing.
Yeah.
I do think that should be a rule, though. Like, if we ever, like...
That everyone should get a nice bottle of
incidentally-
whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah, at all times.
Like,
It's like a going away present.
Yeah. Every time we incidentally pay for a portion of somebody's meal...
We should. Do you know what? We should have like when you go to cafes and you get like for every stamp, it's like for your 10th
Oh,
one.
yeah.
So for every 10th dinner I buy, I get a bottle of whiskey.
I like that scheme.
That's
I love that scheme.
So, guys, ready for your next story?
Yes.
Yeah.
Lay it on us.
It's an Am I the Asshole? Not I am the asshole, as I said earlier on. Am I the asshole for throwing away the expensive whiskey my brother got me for my 40th?
Already, yes.
Already, yes.
Wow. I just turned 40 last week. I'm divorced and have 2 teenage kids with my ex-wife. My whole family came to me and my girlfriend's apartment last Saturday for my birthday party. My parents, some aunts and uncles, some cousins, my 3 brothers with their families, my 2 kids, and my girlfriend's 15-year-old son who lives with us. Glad that we have all of that context.
Yeah.
Yes.
There we go.
It's like the Brady Bunch up in here.
This next sentence might clarify things. I'm a recovered alcoholic.
Well,
Okay.
Bet you both feel pretty shitty now.
no, I
feel no
him
shame.
I call him a quitter.
No, Seamus, bold. So, I'm a recovered alcoholic. I've been sober 6 years. Alcohol absolutely ruined my life. It destroyed my marriage and nuked my relationship with my kids for years. I don't allow alcohol in my home now for anyone. It just isn't served or tolerated here. My entire family knows this very well, as they know my entire history with alcohol. For my 40th, my brother bought me a very expensive bottle of whiskey. It had writing on it, a very heavy bottle, and a very old whiskey. So it probably cost him a couple $100. Yeah. Which is very fair. When he gave me the bottle, I was shocked and said, I don't drink, but thanks for the gift. He then opened the bottle and started pouring shots in plastic cups for everyone.
What?
Oh boy.
And then some guy came up and said, I asked for a shot.
Oh my God. Reddit story crossovers.
Yeah.
The Reddit story cinematic universe.
Yes.
My daughter had a panic attack at the smell of the alcohol, which I'm painfully aware is my fault and will never forgive myself for. So I told my brother to take the alcohol out in the balcony and just leave it there. He wouldn't do it and took a shot of the whiskey. I told him to seriously stop and he proceeded to pour the whiskey. He then said, I am acting like a sober saint now when I ruined everyone's birthdays for years with my drinking. I
What?
told him to come to the hallway with me and talk it out. He refused and put a glass of whiskey in my hand.
It's like, you ruin people's birthdays with your drinking, so now I'm going to ruin yours.
Like, I absolutely, even if you're just like tangentially aware of alcoholism, like,
Yeah.
wow, that's
Yeah, that is-
absolutely an insane thing to do.
That is horrible.
So I took the trash can, threw the whiskey bottle in it and the plastic cups and took the trash out. My brother then stormed off and my mom followed him. She later called me demanding an apology for disrespecting my brother like that. My dad said I was being overly sensitive and some of my other family members also agree. Am I the asshole here?
No.
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 not at all.
Yeah.
Not in the slightest. Your family sounds like an asshole. Whoever wrote
Yeah.
this. Like, but that I can't get over. I don't know. Maybe this is a cultural thing or whatever. But like that amount of people not realizing or accepting what alcoholism
Yeah.
is not
yeah.
just someone. You're being a bit of shite crack. Like,
Yeah.
it's like no, this is a thing that destroyed this person's
Yeah.
life, and
Yeah.
they're on the other side of it.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And I love that.
That
Well,
is
his,
wild.
like, because his brother made the comment of, you ruined people's birthdays with drinking, so let me tempt you to turn you back into that person.
It makes the least amount of sense. It's the most petty, most short-sighted, most axe to grind kind of thing, because the brother isn't thinking what's good for my brother's girlfriend and her child and my 2 nephews. Was it
Yeah,
or
yeah.
nephew and niece. He's just point scoring there with this, because we started with malicious compliance. Now we've got malicious gifting,
Yeah.
because obviously it wasn't about giving his brother a gift, it was about making a statement.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if this guy wanted that whiskey and gave it to his brother and was like, "Oh, I'll take it," and then just got drunk and belligerent and
Yeah.
annoyed.
Yeah. If that's the case, then why go through the whole charade
Yeah.
of, like, just buy yourself a bottle of whiskey?
Yeah.
Just, no one needs to be involved in this.
There's so
in
much
your weird
psycho-
perversions.
Yeah, because there's so much psychodrama to it. Like, and doing it with the kids at the party, like, that is low. That is very low. I did call your man a quitter. That's because I have a horrible sense of humor. Because I do love alcohol. And the thing is, like, my love of alcohol stops when somebody else would say, sorry, I don't drink. One of my best friends, he was an alcoholic. He was homeless because of alcoholism. Thankfully now, thanks to, like, still having connections with his family and inheritance, he's been able to, like, get a home and his house and everything like that. I would never put drink in front of him. I would never take it around to his place at all, because I know what he went through. And, like, his family acting like that, that isn't a joke at all. That is just straight up assholery.
I think also as well, it feels like, and if you're 40 and up, it's insane. But like even as a 34-year-old, the concept of people our age peer pressuring someone else into drinking if
Yes.
they're not.
Yeah.
Like for when just as an adult they've said no, I don't do this. They don't even need to give a reason. It just feels childish. It
Yeah.
feels insane and childish and
Very
immature. And
childish.
just like, especially nowadays when you've so many like zero alcohol options of big brands. So
Yeah.
it's actually very easy to still socialize
Yeah.
and just completely not drink.
Oh, yeah.
at all.
Absolutely.
So,
It goes back to the whole no is a full sentence.
yes.
And there's no other justification. Like, particularly with that type of thing, with people in recovery.
100%.
Yeah.
So, guys, I think you're probably the same as me in that one. And our verdict is not the asshole.
Oh, absolutely.
the
not
asshole.
There's so many assholes in that story, and none of them are him.
Yeah.
Really is.
Yeah.
Guys, are you ready for your final whiskey-related Reddit?
Yeah. Said it's the final one.
Okay, so this is from the subreddit TIFU. Any idea what that stands
Fucked
for?
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm intimately familiar with fucking up. So,
Today I fucked up by getting too drunk while playing Pokemon Go.
we've all been there, babe.
2016 was a wild year.
It was a wild year.
So this happened just now. Like I'm
Just now, this moment.
Just now this
This
moment.
happening
It's
live.
happening.
Yeah.
Like I'm still in a towel from the shower. That's the first line.
Oh,
That's
God.
a great way to start a story.
Oh God!
You'll
Okay.
have to speak up. I'm wearing a towel.
My girlfriend and I are avid Pokemon goers. We have bet $100 on who can catch all the Pokemon in every new generation first. Due to the Christmas season, she has been working 7+ shifts a week, so she has not been able to catch many of the new Pokemon. And I am very much ahead of her in this bet by a lot.
By a lot. Just a quick sidebar. Best Pokemon generation go.
Johto, second generation.
Second generation.
The one with Ash Ketchum.
First generation, yeah. I would agree. Second generation, great.
Just rolling back, did he say his girlfriend was working 7+ shifts a week?
Yep. So she's not been able to catch as many Pokemon, Seamus.
Yeah.
And he's quite ahead of her.
Sounds like she hasn't been able to sleep.
Yeah. But, he's focusing on the important thing.
Yeah, he
which is
is.
that he's ahead of her in the Pokemon Go
Yeah.
bet.
I wonder which one is the breadwinner.
Yeah.
So tonight she gets off work around 11 p.m. and she says she wants to go Pokemon going or Pokemoning.
Yeah.
It's a verb.
I was going to say, as this culture calls it.
Yeah. So we head out. Immediately, I have to poop.
Listen, again, we've all been there. I'm someone who's been very open with my near scatological mishaps on this channel.
Just to continue on with this. Immediately, I have to poop. Fuck it, I'll just hold it. What's the worst that could happen? First trip passing by our liquor store, we both buy 2 airplane bottles of cinnamon whiskey. To keep warm, Second time around, 30 minutes later, we each buy another because why not? The first 2 loosened us up and we're having fun.
You don't want to be loose when you're holding something in.
Yeah.
This is the thing.
Sorry, when they say airplane whiskey, are they talking about little mini bottles?
yeah.
So like little,
Okay.
like
Were you
maybe
thinking of
shots
a
double.
bottle shaped like an airplane?
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
That's a business idea that we're going to follow up on in a later episode.
This is my next pitch.
So we're joking and laughing and really having a good time. Just the 2 of us on Christmas Eve.
Oh my God.
Sorry, you don't drop that like a third of the way into the story.
This is great.
The way the details are being dropped here is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the next paragraph starts with, uh-oh.
What's spaghetti-o?
The feeling that I have to poop intensifies. Alcohol and walking has exacerbated it.
Yeah.
We're on the last loop of the night, and my girlfriend is like, dude, one more loop and we're home. I agree that sounds fair. We buy 2 more shots of cinnamon whiskey at our liquor store and head home. The problem is, for reasons only fate can explain, we keep coming up on rare Pokemon, or at least Pokemon my girlfriend doesn't have. This guy really likes to rub it in.
Yeah.
Every time I'm like, that's great, I really got to go. And we just keep on playing. It gets unbearable. I'm like, fuck it, you stay here, I'm running home. Next card, because this is such a long story.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's like you're reading Ulysses.
Yeah, literally. I did a walk/run. I squeezed my buttocks together for all they were worth, and I hustled home to the toilet. In one deft move, I pulled my pants down and squatted over the toilet, and projectile shit everywhere.
Okay. So, made it.
Only I didn't make it. Not a single drop of shit went into the toilet. 35% was on my clothes, 65% was on the toilet. I'm freaking out. My girlfriend knocks on the bathroom door. She just got home and she needs to use the toilet. Go away, I yell. I chance a flush.
Pokemon, go away.
Hey, very good. I chance a flush. The toilet clogs. At this point, I have no choice but to ask my girlfriend for help because I am a complete mess.
Did she need to get in there because there was like a shiny Mew in there?
This is the thing,
Yeah.
quite possibly. Also, this person, and we say this a lot with Reddit stories. It's quite possible that some of these could just be creative writing exercises.
True,
Yeah.
true.
But I don't know. This sounds like this guy is just having fun writing it, but it
Yeah.
could have happened. I go out to the living room naked. I say, I need help. She says, yeah, I can see shit running down both your legs.
Oh my God.
Yes, it was gross. Please help me. She stifles a laugh. Ha ha, you shit yourself. Ha ha. She's a good girlfriend in that despite her amusement, she is supportive. Okay, I'll help you, but I have to go first. The toilet is inoperable. She has no other choice but to proceed to pull down her pants and pee into the bathtub that is currently running full blast with the shower water. Just picture all this scene now. It's obviously there's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lot of
Moving parts,
poops.
moving bells.
Yeah.
Moving liquids,
Yeah.
fluids, feces.
She goes quiet. She gets wide-eyed. She looks up. A look of pure shock is on her face.
Oh, it's not on the ceiling, is it?
No.
Fuck, I really didn't mean to. I say, really didn't mean to what? And she gives me that sheepish, apologetic grin. I look in the bathtub. There is a massive shit in the bathtub.
Fuck off.
I say, thanks for making me feel a lot better about myself. She says, fuck you, it was an accident, and runs out of the bathroom. I now have to clean up, all with a clogged toilet and no plunger. Also, I'm pretty sure my roommate has awoken and knows exactly what's going on.
There's another person involved.
There's another.
If the noise didn't wake her, I'm sure the smell will.
At that point, I just go in and wake her and say, just come in and shit on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, let's just complete
get
this.
your ass on that sink right now.
It's like a murder, and we all need to be involved.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They can't give us all detention.
You have to be like, hey, we're having a shit party.
Yeah,
Me and the girlfriend, we already
yeah.
shitted. You get in on it.
Yeah, it's this like Scandinavian thing that like we do.
Scandinavia.
Scandinavia.
There we go.
Mm.
Well, I jump in the shower with a cold tall boy. This is not the time to be sobering up. I have shit cleaning to attend to, and I do not want to remember it. Plus, shower beer. This person has kind of gone around to being just a pure legend for me, I think, by the end of it.
I didn't know shower beers were a thing.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was I the last one to find out about this? I gotta be honest, they hit so hard though. They're great.
I haven't had a shower in a beer. Yeah. But, maybe
Yeah.
it's something I could try. Probably a beer in a shower might be an easier thing to
Yeah.
attempt. Just to finish off the story. So, plus shower beer. I soap, rinse, and towel, and I put all my clothes in a trash bag. Then another trash bag, then another. Because you can't be too careful.
Nope.
Best to have multiple layers. Then I delicately clean the rest of the toilet and the floor and every other thing that might have shit on it. The toilet's still clogged, but I put up a sign, so hopefully she won't venture in and see a toilet filled with TP. Anyways, this will always be remembered as the Shitmas 2017. Happy Shitmas, everybody.
I hope the sign that he put up was like literally just the Reddit story, and it's like
Yeah.
on the
Look at
entire
all the likes
door.
and the upvotes that we
Yeah.
got. It's great.
I can't remember which thread, which subreddit was that from again?
This is from, and it makes sense. Today I fucked up.
Today I
Today I
fucked up.
fucked up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why did the girlfriend take a shit while pissing in the bathtub?
Well, sometimes it just happens.
The drink element here is a big part of it.
Yeah.
And I guess the madness of walking into
I
the
suppose-
horror bathroom.
Yeah.
I
But I'm trying.
suppose-
His are really bad that like I'm trying to do the mental math of like, okay, so they had 4 airplane-sized bottles which are 50 mils, so that's 200 milliliters. That's only a naggin. I don't think and they're doing a walk in December.
Also,
I'm
I
assuming
would
it's
be
cold.
surprised if these are maybe younger sounding people and they can't hold their drink very well.
Or their arses.
Yes.
Can't
Yeah,
hold
yeah.
anything.
But like a naggin, like is it the naggin of it or is it the cinnamon of the whiskey that's maybe?
Oh, is
rumbling?
cinnamon something that makes you poop?
I feel like anything that's kind of hot and spicy is just going.
It's going to make other stuff hot and spicy.
Yeah.
This sounds like what you think the term hot mess would be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it's absolutely wild. It's insane. I think that the two people deserve each other. By the
I
sounds of
do,
it.
and you know, I think it was actually kind of heartwarming. Where I'm kind of glad she took a shit in the shower as well, and that it was like I know she kind of ran out, so I don't
Yeah.
know if that was in a huffy way
Yeah.
or a whatever, blah blah blah.
It sounds more like a cheeky ha 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 shit in
Yeah.
the bath.
I don't know how much longer they were together because I just imagine her telling the story from her end. She's like, yeah, coming up to Christmas, I'm working like 7+ hour shifts, doing all this kind of work. Me and my boyfriend have like a fun little Pokemon Go thing going on. So we were doing that Christmas Eve. And then he like left early and he went home and just destroyed the bathroom with shit.
Yeah.
He's not really working, but like, he's I love him. He's good.
Yeah.
And then her friends been like,
I really hope.
love yourself.
I really hope that they did break up, and this boyfriend is the ex from the previous story.
Oh my
Oh,
God. The
that'd be
Reddit
excellent.
cinematic
Universe
universe.
strikes again.
The
It's all a
RCU.
thread.
Do you think that the girlfriend in this case walked in, saw the shit everywhere, and she goes, "Finally, my chance to shit in the bath."
Yeah. She's she's
I've been
all of
waiting
that.
for this.
I'm just more like this roommate that they apparently have, especially if they had to get up for work at any point. That's like waking up in a horror film.
Yeah, it
You're
is.
kind of just looking around and going, "Oh my god!"
Because I'm
what-
assuming
ah."
this is the wee hours, because she got in at 11 p.m.
Yeah,
They do a couple of laps. So I'm assuming that this is like 1,
yeah,
maybe
1 or
2 a.m.
maybe. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, she must be a heavy sleeper.
I don't know if there's any judgment to be made, but I think he fucked up.
No,
I think
I'm
he-
judging.
No.
I'm judging. I think they're both bin people. These are people
I-
who belong in
people.
the bin.
They're
Yeah.
People, yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm very much there, but for the grace of God, go I, because I've been in that position of holding an. It's like, okay, if I start to run, do my cheeks spread too much and it just comes
Yeah.
out without me having anything to
I mean,
say
hey,
about
look,
it?
at least 50% of the times when I go to the toilet, it doesn't get inside the toilet. You know, I think that happens to us all. You know,
Yeah.
you kind of go, whoa, oh, it's on the wall, it's on the ceiling.
Yeah.
again.
Yep.
Oh, those ceiling poops.
Yeah, you pull the
They're
old
the
Bobby
worst.
Sands tribute special.
That's all our Reddit stories for today. Do you think they had a nice whiskey through line for the episode?
There was definitely a whiskey through line going through the guts of those last
There
people.
was.
Very much was,
There
yeah.
was.
Well, isn't it interesting the different things that whiskey can bring about in people and the different stories that such a wonderful drink can tell?
That is true. And when I did call him,
That's why they call it the brown stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
but like when I called him bin people, I didn't mean that as a judgment because I am also
You're a
bin.
child of the bin.
yeah.
I am a child of the
You're
bin.
also a bin person.
I am also a bin person. I've been there and done worse.
Hey.
How can I judge these poopers?
Yeah.
These beautiful whiskey drinking poopers.
And hey, look, everybody poops, and it takes all sorts of poop to make a world. But guys, just to wrap up before we finish this episode on that lovely brown note, do either of you have anything to plug or anything anywhere people can follow you, Darren?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at Darren Lalor. I eventually will bring back the whiskey channel.
Lovely.
This tastes like whiskey. In the last video I said I'd be back in October, but I never said which year.
Exactly.
So
2026, let's hope. But we know we don't want to pressure.
You know what? And here's some insider. I did film something at Whiskey Live last year.
Oh.
And I don't want to call out Grania Blumenthal, but I'm going to call out Grania Blumenthal for like the outro stuff. She filmed it in slow motion, so there was no audio. Yeah, that will come back.
Okay.
I am saying that will come back.
Sure.
Just bear with me. And October.
Okay.
It's an Andy Kaufman-esque prank.
And I respect you for it.
Thank you. I knew you would.
Seamus?
My social media is Instagram, not on any of the other platforms anymore. There's still some dead accounts out there, but it's Mr. Stackpoole on Instagram. You can follow me. I'm looking to be maybe getting back into some live performance later on this year because I was talking to somebody who was a writer for the sketch group that I used to be with. That sketch group is defunct, but I was talking to somebody. But yeah, looking to get back into performance, so Instagram is where people can see that when I do post.
Very good. Well, guys, I think it's all I have to say is thank you very much for joining us here on the 4th episode of The Green Room.
Thank you for having us.
And now you're going to give us 5 gallons of whiskey
Yes.
each.
Exactly, but not before I drink it all myself. No! Thank you, everyone, for joining us here on this episode of The Green Room. We upload videos on the Try channel on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And Wednesdays is when you can catch this lovely podcast on podcast platforms of your choice, and give us a rating wherever you do as well. And anything to add, lads?
Go out there and be nice and be merry.
Whiskey business.
Mhm.
Bye.
Bye.